So War and Strife, right, they tend to go hand in hand, right? One hell of a combination, if you can pardon me saying so. Welcome on in, you beautiful feckers, how you all doing? So first off, this is Darksiders Genesis, and it is a game that has completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting it to be as enjoyable as it is. Like a lot of you, I seen the changes they were making to Darksiders with this game, and I thought it was a bad thing. I thought, oh, they ruined it, not going to play that. But I was bloody wrong. The game has everything that you love about previous Darksiders games in it, except it's got a different camera angle, while also adding in co-op or solo if you're still a Billy, no mates. It comes out on PC on the 5th of December, with it being released on console at a later date, and it costs somewhere in the region of $30. Now this one has an isometric camera view, like I said, instead of the third person one, like in previous Darksiders games, so a Diablo, Path of Exile, Warcraft styled camera angle, but it is Darksiders to the core, everything about it. This is, I think, the prequel to other Darksiders games, and I think it is set not long after the fall of Eden. But this time around, you have to hunt down Lucifer while smashing your way through hordes of Hell's minions in typical Darksiders fashion, right? I mean, you've got a big feckin' sword, a big set of feckin' pistols. You want to show them off, you want to put them to work. Huge boss fights, fun finishers, arena battles, which are serious mayhem. Jumping puzzles, exploration on each mission to find secrets, or returning to previous acts once you obtain an item that allows you to unlock a once blocked pathway. Upgrades and progression for both Strife and War's weapons and abilities, unlocking their demon form, with online co-op or local split screen thrown in for good measure. So like I said, it is everything that you would expect from a Darksiders game. Now the creature core system, which is this, is the game's main progression system. Minor cores are purple and a drop off normal creatures. Major cores are gold and they drop off bosses and mini bosses. Basically, killing creatures has a chance to drop a creature core. Each creature type has their own core, which comes with a perk or a bonus. Collecting multiple of these same cores will level the core up eventually to level 3 to maximize the core's perks, like bonus health or attack power or wrath or iron skin and so on. You get the idea. Basically, the more of these you collect, the higher level the stats you are that you get off them. Now you can also buy some of these cores of Vulgrim for souls, because let's be honest, it wouldn't be a Darksiders game without Vulgrim selling you shit for souls. But he also sells other upgrades later on as well. There is also another vendor, which I'm not going to spoil because it's part of the story. So leveling these cores up means that replaying levels or boss fights is something that you will eventually need to do to max those cores out and get the most out of them, or bump that difficulty up if you wanted to, which shouldn't be a problem because the game also has a new game plus once you complete it for increasing the difficulty once I guess you feel confident enough to do so. So it has got replay value, especially with the arena to run through as well and all of its rewards, because I think there is 20 different levels of the arena, 20 different missions for it, with the final one, the 21st one, being an infinite one, which you need a really high power level for. And of course it wouldn't be a Darksiders story without demons and of course the Charred Council pulling your Nephilim strings. Now I'm not going to say too much about the story, barely anything, because I don't want to spoil it, but so far I'm really enjoying it. Now you can play this, like I said, solo or with friends. You simply summon friends into your game from a summoning stone. One of you will control War, the other controls Strife, and you can switch around mid-game by tagging each other in. So if you want to switch from War to Strife while in a game with a friend, just tag your mate and switch. It's as simple as that. Difficulty and enemy count will scale higher in co-op than solo. Puzzles will change and souls are shared as well, while all rewards can be picked up by both players, so there's going to be no ninja grabbing of loot. Now this is Strife's first playable outing in a Darksiders game, which I'll be honest, I'm a huge fan of the Darksiders universe and was hoping that his first playable outing would be with his very own game, like the way Fury got Horse in Darksiders 3, but this works. I wasn't sure it would, but it does. The isometric gameplay is pretty refreshing for Darksiders. Like I said at the start of this video, like a lot of you, I wasn't sure it would, but it definitely works, and I would totally play a game with Fury and Death in it as well. Now the dialogue between Strife and War is enjoyable. War is very much by the book and hot-headed, as you would expect him to be, while Strife cracks cheesy puns and likes to bend the rules a little bit as well. So you've got a nice balance between both of them. While also the balance between playstyles of both of these guys, between Strife and War, you've got one that is literally just a wrecking ball in War who will run at everything and just smash them to pieces, whereas Strife's playstyle is fast, evasive, and his different ammo types really work well in certain boss fights and when you get swarmed by groups of enemies. And switching between him and War depending on the situation was a lot of fun. Tagging Strife in when I needed to range down a boss or a mini boss like the ones with the miniguns made the boss much easier to kill, and being able to switch to War when you wanted to just knock the living hell out of absolutely everything was a lot of fun as well. So being able to switch from both of these guys, from War to Strife and back, is a really nice addition to Darksiders combat. Now, my only real major issue with the game throughout my time playing it was that the camera angle at times blocked my view, and it kind of soured the combat because of this. When you can see the outline of War or Strife behind a wall that's being blocked by an object from your camera, but you can't see the outline of the enemies or the loot, then it makes it bloody hard to figure out what you're hitting and what loot you might have missed. So that was one downside. I also got stuck in or on certain objects like slabs of stone or rock while trying to dash away from bosses from being hit, which was frustrating because it's a tiny rock or a corner of a tile and you get stuck on it and then you get slapped by a big rolling pin, which was annoying. And at times the camera angle was also a little bit of a nuisance with the jumping puzzles. But a few of those are minor downsides. Just a major one was not seeing what was behind walls, or when there was an object blocking you from the camera, you were outlined but the other objects weren't. Now, for the most part, the game is really enjoyable, and I for one plan on putting many more hours into this. It is definitely worth grabbing if you like Darksiders as a game. Even if you're a bit skeptical about the change in camera angle to being isometric, like I was, the game is really worth it, and it is everything you would expect in a Darksiders game. But let me know what you think in the comment section for you, whether it's for you or not. Do me a huge favour, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more content like this, and as always, thanks very much for watching.